Nathan grinned back at him. Sir Lightstone, I thank you for your actions and appreciate your good intentions, but I wish to settle this issue today between Michael and myself. My family will not know peace until my blade has done its work. Sir Ian chuckled at the cocky young warrior's words. Nathan reminded him of himself only 5 years earlier. Very well then, young warrior. I will not forbid it. I'll even act as a witness myself to the duel, so long as your sister gives her blessing. The words were targeted towards her, after all. Despite only being 21 years old, Sir Ian was the only noble adult male in the room, and he knew he had to conduct the matter formally if the fathers of the boys were to accept whatever the consequences of the duel may be. Amelia cleared her throat as she approached Sir Ian. Upon gazing at her, his confidence immediately faltered slightly. He had to cough for a moment before he could get a word out. Excuse me, Lady Hayfield. Do you agree to a duel between your brother Nathan and Michael Clay? Niles chuckled as Amelia pondered the question. Niles knew that even if Michael somehow botched the job, he would have the legal right to challenge Nathan afterward. Then he could ensure that the Hayfield boy's life was cut short. Niles was a lower-level apprentice stage fighter, after all. Sir Ian frowned as he looked closely at Amelia and saw the water in her eyes. Amelia wiped away the would-be tears and finally nodded her head. As long as it's a one-on-one duel, I will say nothing more on the subject. They are free to fight. Sir Ian nodded slowly. Amelia's face, so close to his own, shook him. He couldn't help but take a deep breath as he felt his heart beat faster. Sir Ian's face flushed slightly as he snapped out of his own thoughts and addressed the room. Shopkeeper, clear the tables and chairs in the center of the room. I shall oversee the duel here from the balcony above.
Good sir, would it not be better to take the duel outside and—
Must I repeat myself? Please, it will only take a moment. Any damage will be compensated. Of that much I can assure you.
Yes, Sir Ian, it will be done at once. Everybody, please, back away and clear out.
The shopkeeper sighed as he enlisted a few other patrons to help him clear a space in the tavern. A brawl to the death was the last thing his shop needed right now, but how could he argue when he was surrounded by so many powerful nobles? Meanwhile, the other tavern patrons formed a crowd on the outskirts of the place, standing around and placing bets as they got ready to watch the show. Such a duel between the sons of nobles was a rarity, and there was no way the common folk would let such an opportunity slip past them. Even people passing by on the street outside began to pour into the tavern as news of the upcoming match spread. Soon, the place was packed shoulder to shoulder as commoners fought for a sight of the fight that would surely be the talk of the town that evening. Meanwhile, Nathan stretched as he waited for the duel to start. His ears, with their acute hearing, perked up as he listened in on the crowd's excited whispers.
I hear Nathan's examination rank converts to a level 8 or 9 beginner fighter. If Michael's about to break into the apprentice level, is the difference between them really that much? Oh, please. I heard Nathan cheated on the examination. There's no way he can take on the Clay boy. I don't know. That Nathan lad looks pretty calm. Want to bet? 20 copper on the Clay boy. He's older, he's stronger, and he's come to seek revenge for his younger brother's death. Not to mention, Nathan took the tip of his tongue clean off. I wonder what Michael will cut off in return.
Nathan chuckled to himself at their ramblings. He knew in his heart what his true strength was. He also knew that Michael was about to join his brother in the afterlife. Amelia furrowed her brow at Nathan's calm demeanor. Although she knew her brother was strong, she couldn't help but worry on his behalf.
Be careful, little brother. Don't make me regret this. Don't worry, sis. This will be over soon.
Nathan smiled at Amelia, then nodded at Sir Ian as he made his way over to the center of the hall and put a hand on the hilt of his sword. Nathan waited in the center of the hall for Michael Clay. As he did so, he glanced back at Amelia, who went up the stairs and stood next to Sir Ian. Upon noticing Amelia by his side, Sir Ian tensed up out of nervousness. Amelia bowed at the noble and smiled.
Thank you, young Sir Ian. You have upheld justice on this day.
Sir Ian felt his heart flutter wildly as he smiled back at her. Amelia's freckle-faced grin made his usually cool mind melt. He couldn't think of anything to say. Lucky for him, he didn't have to. At that moment, the shopkeeper nodded at Sir Ian. The space had been cleared. Michael Clay sneered as he barged forward from where he had been speaking with Niles. Michael stood across from Nathan at the center of the room. Both warriors crouched, facing each other with their hands gripped loosely around their weapon hilts. Nathan with his broadsword and Michael with his one-handed battle-axe. Michael spoke loudly as he addressed both Nathan and the crowd.
Nathan Hayfield, your insolence is at its end. It's time you paid for the murder of my brother.
Nathan simply smirked back at him.
Why don't you pay him a visit yourself? Jason was a thick-headed bully who got what he deserved. Now, it's your turn. Enough talk, you knave. Taste my steel.
With that, Michael drew his battle-axe and yelled as he charged at Nathan. The crowd gasped as onlookers realized that Nathan didn't move at all. Instead, he simply held his ground with his sword still sheathed, waiting for Michael to reach him.
What's going on? Why isn't the Hayfield boy moving? He must be frozen up from Michael's screaming. Heavens, guide us. It's as if he wants to die. Maybe Nathan was no match for him after all.
As the crowd witnessed Michael's charge and Nathan's stillness, the witnesses collectively concluded that Michael was simply more powerful than Nathan, and thus, Nathan could not react quickly enough to stop the attack. In truth, Nathan watched Michael's attack as if it were in slow motion. In an instant, he analyzed every movement of Michael's arms and legs. Nathan fully understood that the sharp edge of the battle-axe was headed straight toward his skull. Just as the axe was about to collide with his head, Nathan channeled the power of Asura through his sword-wielding hand. His right index and middle fingers glowed as he transferred his spiritual energy into his sword.
Razor finger strike.
Moving too fast for anyone to see, Nathan sidestepped Michael's axe and simultaneously slashed Michael's neck open with the tip of his broadsword. For a split second, Michael simply stood there, frozen in shock, as he looked over at Nathan. Then, the gash opened up, spurting blood from Michael's neck. Michael crumbled to the ground, and his severed head rolled off, coming to rest at Niles' feet.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.